Many people have asked about how to cultivate a clear and empty mind. This is an incredibly valuable state that allows us to open our hearts and see the true nature of everything around us. An empty mind is not about thinking nothing. It's about being free of the mental clutter that clouds our perception. In this guide, I'll share 3 powerful methods to help you understand and develop an empty mind. Mastering this skill will bring many benefits to your life. You'll be able to see the world with fresh eyes, find inner peace, and live in the present moment with clarity. First is by utilizing the panoramic view. Let's start with a broad, panoramic perspective. Look around you right now. On the table in front of you, you may see a cup, a plant, a computer, and other objects. But when you focus your attention solely on the cup, do you lose awareness of the plant and computer? Of course not. They are still there. You've just narrowed your focus temporarily. This is how our minds normally operate. We flit from one point of focus to the next. A dog walking by, a person passing, a sound in the distance. Our attention is drawn to each new thing, losing the wider panoramic view. But what if you took a step back and view the whole scene at once? The table, the objects, the room around you, it's all part of an interconnected whole. This room is part of a building. This building is part of a city. This city is part of a country on planet Earth. The Earth is part of our solar system. Our solar system is part of a vast galaxy. Our galaxy is one of countless galaxies in the observable universe. When you can hold this panoramic perspective and see yourself as part of the interconnected whole, that is the experience of an empty mind. There is no separateness, only the recognition that you are inextricably linked to the totality of existence. The wider the scope of your perspective, the closer you come to experiencing the luminous emptiness at the heart of all things. This doesn't mean a loss of individuality, but an expansion of identity to include all of existence. Second is by unlearning concepts. The second path to an empty mind starts from the opposite perspective, looking at the world without preconceived concepts or judgments. Observe as a newborn baby's pure, unclouded gaze. When a baby looks at an object, there are no labels, no assumptions about what it is or how to categorize it. The baby simply perceives the phenomenon directly, without the burden of conceptual thought. We adults, on the other hand, instantly apply layers of conceptual thinking to everything we observe. That's an apple. This cup is for drinking. She's not as pretty as I expected. Our minds are cluttered with learned assumptions, prejudices, and judgments about what things mean. Imagine if you could shed all those conceptual filters, even for a moment, and simply perceive the world with the pure, unclouded awareness of a baby. You would be free from the constant mental chatter that evaluates and divides the world into categories of good or bad, right or wrong, beautiful or ugly. This practice of unlearning concepts is at the heart of philosophical Taoism. By letting go of our judgments about the way things should be, we open to the suchness of the present moment and encounter the world with beginner's mind. You cannot cling to concepts and also experience emptiness. The more tightly you grasp at labels and assumptions, the more you blind yourself to the richness of direct experience. Lastly is recognizing the mirage. The third approach to understanding emptiness is to deeply contemplate the impermanence and insubstantiality of all phenomena. Everything you perceive, sights, sounds, thoughts, emotions, arises fleetingly like a lightning bolt and then vanishes with no lasting essence or solidity. Your memory of an event is just a mental picture, not the living reality. Your idea about who you are is merely a concept. All phenomena appear vividly for a moment like a mirage, and then dissolve back into the void from which they emerged. Even your angriest thought or most treasured possession is merely a temporary appearance with no permanence. Like a flame, it burns brightly and then winks out, becoming a memory that itself will fade. When you can directly perceive the fleeting, mirage-like nature of all experience, then you glimpse the emptiness that underlies all of existence. You see that nothing has a rock-solid, unchanging reality. All is flow and constant flux, appearing and disappearing like the reflection of a moon on a windswept lake. This perspective frees you from grasping onto temporary phenomena as if they were ultimately real or permanent. You come to understand that everything is a dance of energy with no solid core. Once you start to grasp the simple truth of emptiness through these approaches, your entire experience of life begins to transform. You find an increasing freedom from anxiety because you recognize the impermanence of all difficulties. Problems appear and disappear like passing clouds. You are liberated from habitual judgments and biases, allowing you to encounter each new situation with an open beginner's mind. You appreciate the richness of every fleeting moment rather than dwelling in the past or fantasizing about the future. You feel interconnected with all of existence, recognizing your identity is not confined to the physical body. You gain unshakable confidence in your ability to handle whatever arises because you see the fluid, empty nature of all phenomena, birth and death, gain and loss. Most importantly, living from emptiness brings you into intimate contact with the pure consciousness that is your deepest essence, that which was never born and can never die. You realize that you are not the fluctuating waves of experience, but the ocean itself. Cultivating an empty mind takes practice, patience, and a commitment to looking beyond the surface illusions of life. But the rewards are immeasurable: lasting freedom, peace of mind, and the realization of your true limitless nature. This is the gift that lies waiting for you when you allow your mind to rest in the spacious embrace of emptiness. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the understanding of emptiness. I hope these teachings have opened your eyes to new possibilities and planted the seeds of transformation within you. Remember, cultivating an empty mind is not about losing anything precious, but about stripping away the illusions and limits that have kept you from realizing your fullest potential. When you can rest in the spaciousness of present awareness, uninhibited by clinging thoughts and judgments, that is where your greatest power is found. Have unwavering faith in your capacity to create the life you truly want. You are not separate from the vast creative energy that underlies all existence. That primordial consciousness dances within you as surely as it emanates through every subatomic particle. When you align with that source, limitations dissolve, and you become a vibrantly empowered creator of your own reality. So approach every challenge and dream with bold intention, fueled by the knowledge that you are one with the boundless. Let your powers of imagination, compassion, discipline, and perseverance flow freely, unconstrained by self-doubt. You have access to the infinite field of all possibilities. Through emptiness, all things are endlessly available to you. No goal is too large, no vision too grand. Reinstall your highest aspirations each day by remembering your true nature as vast, unbounded awareness temporarily reveling in human form. Then take courageous steps to bridge the clouds of your reality to the sunshine of your dreams. You are the universe awakening to itself. How endlessly amazing and creative can you choose to be? The open sky of emptiness mind awaits you. Soar fearlessly into your most inspiring future. Until next time.